Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Ferone the Gnome. We are playing EverQuest Legends. I am on my level 48. Human Monk Paladin Wizard. I love this character. He's so much fun. Woo! Before we get into it, let me go ahead and hit that button and let you know that what Gnome is telling you to do right now, do it. Hit the subscribe button. Help me out. Help me get to 1 million subscribers. We're only about 999,000 away. We're so close. So close, everybody. Just do what the gnome says. Hit the subscribe button. If you're watching over on Twitch, hit the follow button. And if you just really feel frisky, hit the subscribe button on Twitch. I won't stop you. Woo! If you've been under a rock for a while and missed it, EverQuest Legends is the recreation of the original EverQuest with major quality of life changes and major design changes. It's made by Game John, not by Dark Paw Games, made by Game John, and published by Daybreak Games, who owns the IP. So this coexists with EverQuest. There's EverQuest and EverQuest Legends. EverQuest Legends. EverQuest made by Dark Paw Games. EverQuest Legends made by Game John. Both of them published by Daybreak Games, who owns the IP to EverQuest. So don't get those confused. They're two totally different games. Head over to EverQuestLegends.com and you can pick up the game right now for $19.99. It's an incredibly good offer. Very good offer. Believe the monthly is $9.99. Cheaper than going to see a movie. Literally cheaper than going to see a movie. If you go see a movie and you get popcorn and a drink, you're not getting out of there for less than 30 bucks. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. The game is incredible. It really is. We're going to jump in here. We are currently in North Kinos because I believe last time I played we got our newest spells. We'll verify that we have our newest spells for level 48. We may go ahead and just buy everything through 50 just to be done with it because we're only 2 levels away. Then we're going to head to the hole because it's the best experience at this level, and fight our way down to the undead area and see what we can do from there. So seeing where I left off, I don't believe I purchased spells before I logged out. So we will do that. And like I said, we'll just go ahead and buy everything through 50 and be done with it. In EverQuest Legends, one of the great features of it is you can buy your spells and scribe them well before you are of level to actually memorize and use them. So you can actually buy all of your spells ahead of time and scribe them if you have the plat to do so. We're going to do that because we're only 2 levels away from max level, and we'll have them available so that whenever we ding, we'll have our spells. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't normally do that because I missed a turn, didn't I? Yes, I did. Because I like to know what I'm getting at each level, and when I pre-scribe them, I don't really remember that because, you know, my memory is not fantastic. So, you know, it helps me to go buy them as I level, but honestly, we're 2 levels away, so why not? Why not just go ahead and do it? Let's see what we got here. We don't have much in the way of space because we got so much stuff we've been carrying around. And then the reason you carry so much stuff around is because, you know, at least for me, with the system of being able to merge your gear and get, you know, it level it up, so to speak, rank it up in tiers, it makes it to where that things that you wouldn't normally keep, you may keep because you're like, you know what, on a lower level loadout, aka alt, I may use that, but I'm not using it on this character, so I'll just keep it here and let it level up as I get more items drop for it. So you end up doing that, and then your bags are full, which mine are right now. Let's go ahead and filter this down to just spells, so it makes it easier to see. And we'll do it by level. This low level one, we're never going to use Hammer of Striking. Literally never use it, so we're not going to get that. We do have quite a few spells here, though, that we can buy, and we've got tons of plat. 8,740 plat. Money is not an issue in this game so far. They honestly, they could do well to add some money sinks to the game, because I so far have not seen any money sinks. I don't see a reason for plat other than to buy spells, and you get so much money by just killing things that it's a non-issue, is what I'm trying to say. It's literally a non-issue. So, and the key to that, folks, is you got to keep in mind whenever you're out killing stuff. Let me go ahead and get this off here. If I type /ADVL and hit enter, it'll bring up my advanced loot window. when you're killing out in the field, as you kill things, you'll see stuff pop up for you to loot. And there'll be a button right here, looks like a coin underneath the sell column. You click that, it immediately, like that, sells it to an NPC. You don't have to go back to town, so you don't have to store stuff in your bags. You don't need all that space. You just sell it as you're fighting. Sell, 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 sell. And before you know it, you're freaking rich in the game because of your ability to sell like that. It is what it is. It's how the game works. But yes, they could do well by adding some money sinks into the game, because as you can see, I'm a millionaire in this game. Relatively speaking, I'm a millionaire. Let's go ahead and head over to the wizard area in South Kinos. I missed my turn, didn't I? I did. And pick up our wizard spells through level 50 and be on our way. We'll head over to the hole. Being a wizard myself, I have ports that get me everywhere very quickly. There we are. I was lost for half a second there. Lost. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. What is he saying? Hit the subscribe button. Don't leave the gnome hanging. He needs you to hit the subscribe button. He needs that. But why, Ferone? Why should I hit the subscribe button? You're going to make money. How dare you, Ferone? Not really. You know, you really got to have tens of thousands of people watching you, and they've got to watch everything you do for you to make actual money on YouTube. So don't think of it as like, Ferone's just trying to trick me into getting some money. No, what it really is, it's like my meta game. I watch the numbers go up. I watch the little progress bar go across on both Twitch and YouTube, and it's like me leveling in life. I see that go up, and I'm like, woo, yeah, we're kicking butt. That's what it's all about. It's really not about money. The only service I have that could possibly give me money, because I'm not at the affiliate level. I think that's what it's called. I don't get the advertiser money from YouTube, is what I'm trying to say. I haven't got there yet. Twitch, I can and do. And I can tell you, don't quit your day job, gentlemen. If you think that you're going to be on Twitch and quit your day job, you're sadly mistaken. They pay you out every $50 that you accumulate. And I've been waiting for the past, what is it? It's been months. It's been months since my last $50 payout. Let's put it that way. It's been months. So no, don't quit your day job, gentlemen. Don't do it. It's very minuscule. Very, 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 very minuscule. Really and truly, I've told people from day one, if you want to stream. It's very enjoyable. It's a fun thing to do. Do not go into it thinking you're making money. It's not a thing. It just isn't a thing. The Asmongold's of the world are few and far between. They've got it locked up. And that's all there is to it. There is nothing else. Stop thinking you're going to make it. It's not going to happen. It really isn't. Oh, my. Oh, let's stop by the bank. We'll use the bank and toss our stuff in here. There is an invisible person there. Every time I try to go to that spot, look at that. It just shoves me around. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's see. We got a couple bags. Oh, I hate when it does that. Okay, we need to. There we are. Now when we open it, they'll be in sync. There we are. We're going to put these bags in here and see. This is the problem. You see my hoarding going on here, right? This is the problem with all of this gear, that you may, need at some point. You don't know if you'll need it, but you may need it at some point. So you hold on to all of it because, it'll level up, right? So you want to hold on to it. You don't want to just get rid of it, Yeah, why would we get rid of it? So you hold on to it and you end up having it's like your technology junk drawer, It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, as they would say. Ooh, we got a couple of those executioner axes. Hold on a second. See, this is part of the problem also is if you get an item and you put it in the bank and you don't have it on you whenever you get another one, then it doesn't do the auto merge. If you're watching Game John, people, if you're watching, please put a feature to where that you can merge from what you pick up to what is in your bank as well. That would be so awesome, because instead what happens is you've got the one in your bank and then you got the one you picked up in your bags, and they don't. Why isn't that That's Earthen Blade, wrong one. Oh, I got 2 Earthen Blades. But what I was trying to say is you end up with 2 of them instead of 1, and it's taking up more space in your bags, and then you find out about it whenever you get to your bank to put your stuff in the bank. You go, oh, I've already got one here. Then you have to do the manual merge, and the manual merge is, I can't stand manual merging. I really can't. Auto merging is God's gift to mankind. Manual merging is horrible, because you have to, and you know, it's really and truly, it's me bitching about something I shouldn't bitch about. It's not that big of an ordeal, but I may go back to Solasec B, Nagafin's Lair, so I'll hold on to these. I want them in my bags. But the whole idea, oh yeah, I will get more of these, of having to right click on it, go over here, drag down, push that, click the button, then go over here and click the button to finalize the merge. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much because I enjoy the auto merge. Auto merge is godly. You just hit one button and you're done. That is the way. That is, as the Mandalorian would say, that is the way, and it is the way. We want to hold on to this because we might get more throwing boulders. No, I don't think I'll be fighting those guys. We'll hold on to it anyway. We've got Bag of Sown Evil Eye, so that's helping with the weight reduction anyway. If you don't know, if you want some weight reduction bags, head over to Lower Guck. There's 2 people you can hit up. There is the supplier, and he will drop the light burlap sack, which is a 65% weight reduction. And there's also the Evil Eye. He will drop Bag of Sown Evil Eye, which is 70% weight reduction. Now, I say to do this because they changed Lower Guck to where that all of the name mobs spawn every single time. There's no randomness on whether they'll spawn. And it's what they drop that is random. So they're more heavily rare items will drop less, but they'll always be up. Well, things like the bags, the reduction bags, seem to drop pretty often. So until before they go and make changes to that, I highly suggest that you head over and get you some bags while you can, is my point. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain ain't saying it, but that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to put all these withered in the same bag. I think that's a good idea. I don't know that I'll ever use any of the withered stuff. I really don't. But we're going to put it in the same bag just in case. That is old druid, cleric, shaman, whatever gear. Loam Encrusted was the caster gear, Necro Wizard, Mage, Enchanter. That's dropping in the hole. It's leveling up because, I'm getting bunches of them dropping. Insidious Slippers. I'm not sure where I got those from. Insidious Sleeves. Oh, Insidious. I think that was, these are the Shiverback feet. We won't be using them because we're using leather foot sandals, which are freaking insane. They dropped off of Interrupt. Yeah, I think the Insidious was dropping in Blackborough. I believe that's where that was coming from. Encyclopedia of Necrothology will definitely be using this item, but not on this particular loadout. It's for pets. It will make my pet much more powerful. So I want to hold on to this because I'm going to go back to Lower Guck and farm the Ghoul Lord, because I want to get more of these, enough that I can take the Yakesha augment off of it and put it on another weapon that I actually use. So we'll keep that. I keep in the Refugee Shroud because that's what I use to shrink whenever I want to shrink. So these 2 items are a must keep. I keep them all the time. I do have this sword here, but I've been dual wielding and finding that the dual wield tends to be better, to be honest with you. It really does tend to be better. So going that route with it. We've got our gems. Don't really know why I'm keeping gems, but I'm keeping gems. In fact, let me put them over here. And I need to figure out the thing on the Void Touch. I need to look that up. I know it has something to do with the rating. I believe I got that when I fought something, probably Interrupt. So I need to look that up. I'm sorry, guys. I am not the world's best person on questing. So if you're here for that information, I apologize, but you're probably not going to get the best information from me. I tend to play the game, and all games that I play, under the assumption that I want to learn it as I go, rather than knowing it ahead of time. And I know that I'm on the creator program, and I probably should be more like a source of information, but that's just not who I am. That's not how I play games. So I apologize for that ahead of time, but I'm probably never going to change that. I just don't like knowing what's going to happen before it happens. I like the surprise, you know? And y'all see it in my videos. You see it in my face. I am genuinely surprised. Like, I was genuinely surprised when I killed Interact the other day. That was super exciting. Drinking some water. My fiance would be very happy with me. I'm trying to get off of soda and drink more water. Let's bring up our buffs and see if we have anything to update in that spell set. Seeing as we just got all of our spells. So let me check. On buffs, it's Valor. Okay, that is new. Okay, because I was on Daring. So, yep, we did get an update. Let me just check the other ones. Divine Vigor I've already got. Sorry, that moved. Shielding, Arc Shielding, that is a permanent. And the symbol is symbol of Pinzarn. So, Valor, Divine Vigor, and Pinzarn. So, Valor, Divine Vigor's right there. Pinzarn's right there. So I do have all of those. Let me check the AC Armor of Faith. So that's an update because I had Guard. Make sure that there's not another one. Don't think there's anything else. I don't run the conversion. I'm sure some people do. I don't like haste. What? Hold it. What? When did I get a haste spell? When did I get a haste spell? I didn't know anything about this. It's a permanent. Holy crap, I didn't know anything about having a haste spell. That's different. Okay, so let's save our buffs. We'll go ahead and buff herself. You can tell I don't buff myself very often because I fizzled trying to do that. That is surprising. There are some differences between EverQuest and EverQuest Legends that surprises me sometimes, because I know there's no such thing as a permanent on EverQuest, ordinary EverQuest, other than items that you click and they give you a permanent AA or something like that. So this whole idea of permanent buffs, the duration is permanent, is something new. Did I save this? Let me save it again just in case. All right, let's switch to permanents. And as I was saying, I had no idea there was a haste. My God, I had no idea I had a haste available. Elemental Shield, and make sure that is the newest one. Elemental Armor is the newest one. Instrument of Knife is newest. Yelp 2 is newest. Greater Shielding is not the newest. It's going to be Arch Shielding. And now that I know it, I'm so amazed at this. I had no idea. There's a damage shield. I don't like the damage shield because it makes me float. The permanent one, I do not like that. I don't like anything in EverQuest that makes me float. It's a personal thing. I know that a lot of people like it, but I don't like my character sitting there going, and he's like never truly on the ground. I personally can't stand that. Is one of my biggest pet peeves. If I don't need to levitate, I'd take levitate off. The only time I add levitate is if it's mandatory for where I'm going. And as soon as it's not needed anymore, I immediately take that sucker off. Cannot stand floating. Let's go ahead and applying all of my permanent buffs. And by permanent in this game, what that means is it's permanent until you die. Whenever you die, you will have to recast your permanent spells, but they don't have a duration, so to speak. That's why they're called permanents. All right. So yeah, holy crap. We were at 131 on our attack speed. That's why I had this inventory window up. We were at 131. Now we're at 156. How long have I had this haste spell? 44. I could have had this going all this time. I had no idea that existed. Literally no idea. Wow. Anything else in here I need that I don't know that I have? That's not a permanent. That'll bounce some spells off of me back onto the caster. I have runes from the wizard, but not permanents. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's... I don't think I saved. I don't know. Let's save it again. Permanents. Save. Yes. Let's bring up our main, and we'll have to update our wizard spells most likely. We'll check our heal spell as well. Again, the only reason I'm doing all this is because I just bought new spells, so I don't know what needs to be upgraded or not. Superior Healing is what we have right now, and we have Superior Healing. That is our top one for right now. It's a good heal. for this level. It's a decent heal. Calm, I believe, is our newest one, but we will verify that. Yep, Calm. We should have another one coming at 49 or 50, I think. We're using Inferno Shock 5. It's a 600 point damage. Let's check our damages. Ooh, I didn't know about this one. 4 damage, knocking your target and yourself back. Yeah, okay. Cold is Ice Shock. Fire is Enticement of Flame. It's not as much as Lava Star, Inferno Shock that I'm using. There's also Conflagration. I have Conflag in my #1 spell slot so that the Spell Blade will trigger that. So right now it's looking like Inferno Shock is still the best for me. Ooh, Rend. Oh, Rend. We may change to this. Rend as our normal one. 855 as opposed to, first off, Conflag is 900, but we're using Inferno Shock, which is 600. That's a casting time right now of 3 seconds, but that's at 5. I may be able to do the same thing to this. It's at 4.4. I think I can take that down. We will try that. Our snare is our snare. It's a targeted AE via the wizard. That's one of the reasons I take wizard, so I get a snare spell. Not the only reason, obviously, but one of the reasons. Conflag. Oh yeah, I was going to leave that as Conflag. My bad. Conflagration. There we are. Let's bring up our stuff over here, and we will use these to level it up. In fact, can I do another one of that one? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Well, that's right. On the spells, they don't keep you from doing it that way. Let me use one of the top dogs here. And see where that puts us. Puts us at Rend 2. What if I'd use all of these? Rend 4. Perfect. Okay, that gets our casting down to 4.05. Not as good as the last one, but still good. Okay. Alright. I would like it to be higher, but that's where we're going to leave it. Let's go ahead and save our main spell set. Hit yes. Alright. Let's head to... see if anybody's on. Yep, Nahil and so forth. They're all on. Okay. Being a wizard, I can go to my rituals, and I can go in here and choose one of my gates and call it from here. So we'll just use Taxulia Gate. It'll take a while to cast, and then bada bing, bada boom, we'll be over in Taxulia. We can get on our holy steed and ride over to our destination. Good water. Finished it up, so now I can drink my coffee. Always make sure to hydrate, folks. It's very important. And don't use soda to hydrate. That's not the right thing. Soda is not the right thing. I know it's totally vanity, but in my eyes, Holy Steed is a must AA. Can't be a paladin riding or running around without your own Holy Steed. Come on now. Very costly AA, but I feel like it's worth it. All right. And we'll just jump in the hole. That last step is a Lulu. Indeed it is. Keep hitting the wrong button. Keep fat fingering. Let's see here. Here we are. Will you stop it? Okay, well, mob came through, so that's good enough. What are we on? We've got Striker Stance with Spellblade Invocation. And we're already proccing some smites. Laying the smack down on this rock golem. Any second now is going to proc a conflag, which will really nuke him. Let's go ahead and try a rend. That was 1,081 damage I just did. His health went down, but not as much as I'd hoped for. There was a proc of conflag. That was 1,138 damage. And of course, see, he turned around to run away, but my wizard snare kept him in place. AAs are sitting on 1, almost 2 AAs. Gotta love that. It is a soloing machine. Really is a soloing machine. There's gonna be quite a few right around the corner here. I can see it on my mini map up there. Little thing that a friend of mine in the game showed me that I didn't realize was a thing. If you, oh, I did not mean to hit that. Now that's going to be there forever, isn't it? You right click on where it will actually give you the menu. And you go to down here and you check this NPCs and ring, and you get all of the NPCs showing up in your in your map. So then you know what you're coming up against. It's pretty cool. Something you did not have on EverQuest unless you were using a program to do it, which was against the rules of the game. Is that unaffected? Yep, I do need a higher level of that. That's sad. Oh, but that one's low enough. There's another one right around the corner. I'm pretty sure of it. Yep. Can I click him? He is affectable too. That is perfect. Let's see if we can go fight this one by himself. Wish I could clear this X that I've got up there. Is that the C? Nope, it's not the C. It'd be nice if I get rid of that X, but I can't. So it's stuck there. We are stuck with it. Hit me and come back, it'll still be there. Let's get some Rens rolling here. I love the fact that I can crowd control and finesse my way through dungeons as a paladin. I absolutely love that. It's one of the reasons I gave high consideration to using Enchanter instead of Wizard on my third class. I end up going Wizard for the pure simple fact that Wizard gives me a ton of DPS. And ports. But other than that, I've given some high consideration to, on my next loadout, creating the one that's a Paladin Monk Enchanter. I think that that's a powerful combination. But I definitely want to finish my 1 to 50 trek, my first 50 trek on my Paladin Monk Wizard. I have so many combos that I want to try, that I will get around to trying eventually for y'all and for me. There's just so much to do in this game. It's going to take years to do everything. I honestly think that Paladin is one of the must-haves of the classes. It's just a super powerful class, and putting it into any build is a no-brainer. There'll be people that argue with me. I get it. I get it. To me, Paladin is a must-have. Not just for the buffs, not just for the heals. The procs are insane. The lay of hands and how it comes back quickly is insane. You know, it is a really good thing. Oh, there's somebody over there fighting. Oh well, he got that one. We'll go get the next one. He's going to go up there and talk to his buddy, so we don't want to attack him. We want to give him time. This one here will fight. He has stunned me. Spell stun at that. Annoyed. Very annoyed. I hate spell stun. Technically, I have Steadfast Will, 7 of 8, which puts me at 90% chance to endure what would otherwise be a stunning melee attack from any angle without being stunned. Doesn't do crap for spell stuns. So, yeah, I kind of get annoyed with spell stuns. Oh, my nose. Oh, sinuses. I have sinus issues year-round, guys. It just is what it is. God thought he would be funny when he created my sinuses. Ooh, it's the second week of my retirement. Be honest with you, this weekend I didn't do anything on any gaming stuff at all. I had to go take care of some family stuff. I had to go to my uncle's memorial. He passed away this past week, and take care of some business and everything. And I just was not in the mood to do any gaming whatsoever. So this is the first gaming I've done since I think Thursday. Yep. Very, very highly stressed about the next couple of months getting ready to move to the Philippines. So, yeah, it's hard for me to focus and get in game, to be honest with you. I'm trying. Okay, these suckers are 53 and 53. Yeah, I cannot calm them, so I'm gonna have to finesse this with a feigned death, most likely. Will you shoot your bow, please? Why won't he shoot? There. Did I have something else targeted? Try to pull him without him being able to see where I'm at. Maybe we can get the other one to leave. We'll keep a target on him and watch. We need to get a lucky feigned death that will drop aggro, which typically is not that easy. You would think it would, because you succeed at feigned deathing. You know, feigned deathing, that's a weird statement. If you succeed at feigned death, you would think that would drop aggro. It does not. Aha, there we are. You have to keep watching your extended target window to find out if they actually dropped aggro or not. But yeah, I'm under an extreme amount of stress right now, trying to figure out all of my finances, get everything in order, and dealing with all the unknowns. You know what I'm saying? Got him. Alright. That guy there's fighting off some aggro himself. Now those mobs are, because of the way it's designed in this particular game, those mobs are not going to attack me. You see their gray con there. They have aggro on him, and therefore they don't notice other people while they're aggroed on somebody. So you don't have to worry about getting trained or picking up mobs from other peoples that have gone past you and feigned death and the mobs are walking back. It isn't until they completely forget them. Like now you can see their names went blue. Now if I was standing up, they would attack me if they got close enough to see me. But before, when they were gray, I could have walked up there and they wouldn't have attacked me at all. That's just the way the system is designed. Okay, so we're waiting for that to go by. Probably good now. I can't see where he's at. Yep, we're good. So much awesomeness in this game. And I loved EverQuest as it was, you know, just throwing it out there. I've been an EverQuest fan for over 2 decades. I've played it off and on for almost 3 decades. I've played on every TLP session that's come around, every TLP season that's come around, with the exception of the current one. For obvious reasons, because now I play EverQuest Legends. I don't need EverQuest TLP, to be honest with you. So I've been a huge fan of EverQuest, and EverQuest Legends just it scratches that itch and then some. So yeah, like I said, head over to EverQuestLegends.com, pick up the game for $19.99. You'll get your, I believe you get your 1 free month with that, so you don't have to worry about your $9.95. But I don't know for certain on that. Don't know for certain, but I think that's how that works. But $19.99 is pretty phenomenally cheap. And it's just so much fun, honestly. It's just a ton of fun. You sound like you're advertising for that, Throne. You're such a horrible person. No, I just really like the game. It's the game. It's good. I do the same thing for Lord of the Rings Online because I like the game. You know what I don't do for games that I don't like? I don't tell people to go play those games. It's just how it is, folks. We're at 11%. We make good experience here at this particular camp. So probably the best experience in the game at this point for this level. So we will grind it through at this camp, and we will make 50, folks. We are going for 50. I do have some important business that I'm waiting on a text message back from, so whenever that comes, I will have to take a break for that. But aside from that, I'm planning on staying here doing this all day long. Here we are. See, that's what I was saying. You get the withered stuff down here. That's why I have it in my bag, so I can just merge it and keep going on. There are quite a few mobs here, so we have to keep that in mind while we're clearing through this camp. You can get overwhelmed very quickly. I do wish that they had the maps in for this already. I know some people, probably everybody but me, has downloaded external maps and put it in, but I've been waiting on the official maps. And I do wish they had maps for this so that it wasn't just blank over there. In my mini map, you can see that it's just the mobs that are showing up, no walls or anything. Probably should have snared him. Although he is undead, I don't think he'll run from me. We will test that theory on these. We'll see if any of them run from us. You see, you just hit sell, and you're good. Just sell it. Sell it and take the money, folks. Alright. It is level 50. Oh, good. Can't wait till I get an updated calm spell for my paladin. He's doing pretty good at hitting me. He's level 50 warrior, Ghost of Glonor. We'll go ahead and do some heals just to cut a little bit of his damage off on me, and the men should pop up here shortly, and we'll be able to use that. Our endurance is down. Let's switch over to offensive, which doesn't use up nearly as much as striker stance. Let's see if we can let that build back up a little bit. There's our mend. It wasn't very much. I was hoping for a exceptional mend, but I did not get it. Wow, this is one tough mob. We are not doing a ton of damage against him. It's taking quite a while to hit him, or to beat him down, which means it's giving time for the other ones we cleared to respawn, and I don't like that. I don't want to get a respawn come up behind me and then I'm fighting more than one mob. That would be a problem. But we're kind of hurting on mana as well, so it's a bit of a problem. We're going to keep our Lay of Hands for whenever we get below 1,000 health, so we're not going to use it immediately, but we're going to use some heals here. We'll go to our recovery stance, this button I have set up here. They'll put us in balance stance and recovery invocation, so we'll start getting back endurance and mana at twice as fast as what we normally would while we're in combat, because I need to get some mana back in order to do some nukes on him, because he really is not he's not going down. He's only at 56% health right now. This fight is not going the way I was hoping it would. It's taking entirely too long. He needs some nukes, and I need mana to be able to do those nukes. Let's see if we can get one in. Nope, not enough mana. $190 mana appear to be able to do a nuke. And he ate it. He resisted it 100%. Okay, let's use our Lay of Hands. Ghost of Glonor apparently is a badass. We may have to feign him off. Alright, now we've got our endurance up high enough. Let's go to evasive stance so that he won't be able to hurt us hardly at all, but it will eat through our endurance very fast. We are at 0 mana. Every time we evade him, it eats the mana up, or the endurance up, I mean. It's you have a 95% chance to evade all incoming attacks. Every point of damage evaded consumes 2 endurance with a reduction based on your strategy skill. Evasion will fail if you have insufficient endurance or while playing dead. So that's why we're going invasive, and you notice my hit point bar is not going down. So that is helping us greatly, but man, this mob needs to die. He's still at 36% health. We're going to try to nuke him again. We're going to use fire this time instead of magic, in hopes that that will actually land. Of course, the mana needs to get up high enough for me to actually do it. How much mana does that take? 192. We are nowhere near that. You know what's going on is the smiting strike is using up our mana. We get bonus damage on our smite from our mana pool. So let me find smiting strike to read that to y'all. That is a paladin only ability. It's auto triggering because I got the check mark there. This ability smites your current target, dealing physical damage as well as converting 3% of your maximum mana into amplified magic damage. So every time you hear that ding go off, I have an audio trigger set up for it. Every time you hear that go off, that is smiting strike proccing. And when it's proccing, it's eating up my mana. That's why I'm not getting past 0% mana. We are out of endurance now, so we got to go back to balanced to try to get our endurance up. My god, why is this mob like, he's literally godly. Why is he so powerful? He's at 15% health now. And there went our mana again from the smite, but we need that smite. It's doing 224 damage every time it's going off, so that is good. It is also bringing up our Lay of Hands. So every time Smiting Strike goes off, it takes a minute off of your recast or reuse time on your Lay of Hands. That's why Paladins are so powerful, is the Smiting Strike along with their Lay of Hands. Our mend is back up. Ooh, an exceptional mend. That was such good timing. Oh my god, yes. Alright, we just finish him off. He's at 2% health. Don't want to fight Ghost of Glonor ever again. That was a huge waste of time. He was worth 1.1% experience. Totally not worth the amount of time we just spent to kill him. Not at all. And that's Ghost of Glonor standing right behind him, so there was 2 of them. Nope, no sir, we do not want to fight them again. That took so long that I can tell on my mini-map over here, the 2 guards outside the wall are back up. So that is problematic. What we can do, so let's change our invisibility in Viz versus Undead. Another great thing of being a paladin. And we'll go ahead and save our main set so that it'll be there each time. Oh crap, come on, hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Actually, we could take him. Let's pull him in here, as long as we don't get... Yeah, we got ads. But it's not bad. It's not a bunch of ads. I think we can handle this one. But after this fight, we'll use IVU so we can move around and figure out where we want to be when we do our next pull. It'll be a little more... little better on that. Let's go ahead and switch to offensive stance with Spellblade. Against these mobs, we should be absolutely fine not using evasive. Ghost of Glonor definitely needed evasive. You gotta know your character. You gotta know your character. You gotta know your character's abilities and its downfalls, so that you can be able to better work within those confines to get the best out of it, get the most out of it. Stance dancing, invocation dancing is a thing in the game. It's absolutely, don't look at it as you set it and forget it. No. Use those stances and invocations and dance in between those to get the most out of your experience. It will help you greatly. Like right now, we're going to go to evasive with empowered invocation, so he will have little ability to damage me, but I will get bonuses to nuking him. And we're going to use lay hands because he used a nuke on me as well. Alright, so we're good there. And we'll nuke him again. That should help us. Yes, 1,255 hit points on those nukes because I've got it with empowered invocation. Those are big time nukes. We need to get him down so that we can reset. We need to get our mana and endurance up. And to do that, we need to not be in combat. So that's why I'm trying to finish him off. There we are. A ruined heretic longsword, and that will go straight to the cell. Thank you very much. I appreciate the money. Let's go ahead and IVU ourselves. We don't have enough mana to IVU ourselves. What is our mana cost on that? 91? Oh, we got enough now. And we fizzled. So, you know, maybe we don't have enough because it's going to eat it every time I fizzle. Wow. Oh, yeah. Somebody does not have divination high enough to be able to cast it. That would be me. This guy. Oh my god, just fizzling it over and over and over. I hate that more than anything in the world. Of course, I could fix that. There's an AA that will definitely fix that. If you were to buy, where's it at? Is it under Archetype? I think it's under Archetype. Mastery of the Past. If I was to spend 2 AAs, I could make it to where I would not fizzle on anything level 20 or lower. What level is this? This is 39. So that'd be the next rank. So another 2 AAs I think would get me high enough to make that to where it would never fizzle again. And if you do it all the way up, it goes all the way to 50, which the game is capped at 50 right now. So technically, if you spent, I think, a total of 6 AAs for mental mastery of the past, rank 1, 2, and 3 total, I think you would fizzle on nothing in the game, period. So that is a possibility. Oh my god, my nose. My fiance would be telling me, drink water, drink water. But I try to explain to her it's my sinuses. As soon as I drink water, yeah, it pushes the fluids out. The fluids come straight back. They do not stop coming. My body is literally trying to kill me by drowning me with its own fluids. That's how my sinuses work. Whenever I die, I'll have some... I got questions. I'd like to talk to God about, like, why sinuses, why it's a thing. From going up to the farm this past weekend, I'd like to know why stickers is a thing. I hate stickers. I don't know why they exist in the world. You know, there's numerous things I'd love to get the answers to. I probably will never get those answers, but I'm just saying. Sinuses is one of them. They're a pain in the butt. That's why I'm constantly clearing my throat. It isn't because I love the sound of clearing my throat. Nope, I hate it. It's just to either do that or drown to death. I tend to like to breathe, you know. Breathing air seems like a good thing to me. Let's see if we can... Oh, we did it. We managed to get it. Alright. We are now IVU'd. Okay. So we'll take a look inside here. That's what I thought. There'd be one right there and one right there. That one is 49. That one is 52. So the 49 can be calmed. Now, if the other one doesn't run by it and slap it on the shoulder, we'll be fine. Seems to be an issue around here. And not just in this zone, but in this game, is you calm something, and it's like, oh, I should be able to pull the ones around it. And as it's pulled by, they just slap the shit out of the ones next to them. And it's like, what are you doing? I calmed it. Don't go by and tell it that they need to come fight. That was the whole point of me calming them. And they do it all the time. All the time. It's so irritating. Oh my god, she turned me into a skeleton. What is she? She's a necromancer. Oh my lord, she's a level 52 necromancer. Hey, we got the ad. We got the ad. Yep, we got the ad. Not fun. And we're rooted. We do have a lay of hands, so we still got that. Let's go ahead, and if I can find my mouse, let's go to evasive mode. This is going to be a tight fight. See, that's the other thing. If I was to take an enchanter instead of wizard, I could have charmed one of these, and my DPS would be through the roof. But man, I hate giving up those nukes from my wizard. I really do hate giving those up. Let's try to nuke this one down. Get one more good nuke, and this one will die. Got it. Oh man, I do not like that either. When you get something behind you and it's just the right distance, so that your camera's behind it, so you can't see what you're doing. That is an old-time EverQuest rendering issue that has existed since the beginning of time. And I wish was fixed. I really do wish it was fixed. He's having a lot of trouble hitting me because I'm running evasive right now, but it's also lowering my DPS greatly. Now he is hitting me with that right there. Nukes and dots is a problem. He is getting me with those. We're going to have to switch to Mage Hunter so that his nukes will do a lot less damage on me. And we will try to nuke him some. This also put us in Empowering Invocation, so I'll get better nukes against him. But I'll be using more mana. Let's go ahead and use Lay of Hands, because he is a necromancer as well, and he is doing some serious damage on me. That is one of the cool things in EverQuest Legends, is being able to see what the class is of the mob you're fighting. That is really cool. Alright, we are at 0 mana. 0. Not a little bit, not some. 0 mana. Let's go to Recover. Even though it's not going to do anything between fights. But at least we can pretend that it's doing something. And make ourselves feel better, right? Yes. Do what the gnome's saying, folks. Hit that subscribe button. It would make me super happy. Alright, we got an IVU rolling right now. We got somebody out here that's fighting one of them. That's good. He's taking care of the other one as well, so that's also good. One of the problems with this area down here is this room I'm coming up on is full of mobs. Absolutely full of mobs. He's a Shadow Knight. This room is full. And 51, 50, what is that one? It won't target it. 53, anything above 50 I cannot calm. Definitely the red one will not be calmable. This one is 53. That most of that room I cannot calm. So that will be a problem if I try to pull that room. Let's check the other side over here. We got one right here. It's a 52 Shadow Knight. I don't see others around it. Ah, there's one right there, and it's a 43. What we will do is we'll come over here and we will calm it. There we are. Now we'll go over here and try to pull her around the corner. Hopefully she won't slap him as she goes by. And she's wanting to cast on me. Let's go ahead and go Striker, see if we can get some serious DPS off on her right away. We'll keep our invocation on recovery so that hopefully we can get some mana back, but every smite we do is going to be eating some of that anyway. We shall see how this goes. So as you can see, it's not insanely fast experience, but it is faster than elsewhere at this level. It's just, this is the speed, basically, for 48. For pretty much the 40s, all the way through the 40s is pretty slow, but acceptable. So right now we're at 20%. We started this session at, I think, 11% into the level. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. Anybody remember? I think it was 11. So if that's true, we've made 9% since we got here. That's not terrible. Our lay of hands is actually down. I just realized that. So our mend and our lay of hands are both down. We are at 3 minutes reuse time. If we could get 3 smite procs, we would be able to use lay of hands again. Quicker than if we waited for the timer, is what I'm saying. There's one. She snared me. Yep, we're down to 40 seconds left on the, and it just, there it was. That one. See, that's what I'm talking about. That smite proccing and taking a minute off of your reuse time on lay of hands is insane. It's godly. I love it. I love it. Game John people, and please understand that when I say something is overpowered, I don't mean go get rid of it. Please don't. I love overpowered. I love my character actually being a badass. I appreciate that you've made him a badass. Please never change that just because somebody says that it's OP. OP is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And I think the people at Game John are on board with that, because they do. They make some really badass characters the way that they've created all this. So I think they're on board with that. I've never understood that with other MMOs. Like, when something's fun, they're like, oh, well, we'll have to destroy that. And it's like, why? That was what was fun about it. Why did you take that away? Oh, it was overpowered. Well, so what? A game is supposed to be fun. Let it be overpowered. Games are not supposed to be unfun. I've never, ever understood that mentality. Oh, that's overpowered, so we had to take that away. Well, yeah. Alright, he is a Shadow Knight. Should we, I think, let's go with, it's the wrong invocation. I hate that. But it's a super short reuse time. Just wait for a moment, then we'll do empowering. And the other one spawned while I was waiting. And they're both 51, so I can't, gosh dang it. I can't calm either one of them now. That's a pisser. Let's see how we do here. We're going to try to nuke. Look how fast they're ripping through me, and they're doing it through nukes is what they're doing. They're using the same thing on me that I'm using on them, which is nuke them and nuke them hard, nuke them fast. Nuke them. Got him. The other one's a Shadow Knight as well. I figured as much. Alright, let's get a couple of heals in here. In fact, let's switch over to our Divine Invocation. And we'll do some heals this way, and we'll get bonus out of that. Love Divine Invocation. Really do. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go to Balanced. And let's go to Recovery. They're going to fight this one out the long way, because we don't have mana. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go to Striker while we're getting our mana back. So we're going to be dependent on our melee hits, basically. We're doing good. Good melee hits. went ahead and snoozed the next advertisement on Twitch. Give y'all a break from that. They love shooting ads just as fast as they can. There's nothing I can do about it, but once an hour or so, I think I have the ability, that's neat, to snooze it. I can do that 3 times. So every once in a while I like to do that just to give y'all a break from it, but I can't do it all the time. The thing with that is keep in mind that if you do subscribe, or if you're a Nitro member, I believe, on Twitch, I believe you get to avoid all those advertisements. So that's one of the benefits. If you are a Prime, Amazon Prime subscriber, from what I've been told, I think it's still a thing, you get 1 free subscription to the content creator of your choice per month. And if you haven't been using it, it literally just goes to waste. So if you want to use that on mine so you don't have to see the advertisements, that's one way to do it. I'm not saying you need to, just saying you can. That's how the world goes around. That's how the world turns. That's how they pay for everything as advertisements. I hate them just as much as you do, trust me. I do hate them, but that's life. Oh, holy snikes, I didn't see her. Let's see if we can feign this off. Nope, they're nuking, so I gotta wait between nukes to be able to feign. I gotta wait for my feign death to come back up. We're going to use lay of hands. Feign death is coming up. And see that? I was just about to hit the button. As soon as I was about to hit the button, they nuked. There we are. We got them. So we'll let them reset. Gotta be careful about that, guys. When you feign death, you gotta watch your extended target window. And if you see the bar going across, that means they're casting. If they're casting, do not hit your feign death. I know it is... Everything takes everything in you to not hit that feign death, but if you hit that feign death, it's ruined. No matter if you got it or not, their nuke is still going to go off, and when it hits you, you're not feign death anymore. So you got to just stand there and take it. And as soon as they're done casting, you immediately got to hit that feign death at that point and hope that it's correct. Been there a million times as a... Okay, so there's one on either side of the doorway. That's what it was. I've been there a million times as a raid monk, raid puller as a monk over the years, and it is a learned talent to be able to control your fear on that and not feign death, knowing you're going to get hit, knowing that you're likely going to die, and just waiting for that perfect moment to try to feign death. It's something you learn as a puller. Okay, they have completely dropped off. Can I get this one around the corner? He is 53. No, and she was red, so there's no way. Those are no bueno. I will not be able to calm them, unfortunately. Oh, I had a dot on me, so it killed my IVU the second that it landed, and now I'm fizzling it. Am I still not getting my IVU? Shadow Vortex covers your target with a massive darkness, steals their armor class, and gives it to you. Is that killing my IVU? No, there it is. Okay, it just wasn't putting the IVU on the end of the buffs. That was weird. Wasn't expecting that. All right, that one is 51, and that one's 52. Another situation where I cannot deal with it. Is there anything over here? Nothing in this little spot. Let's pull him over there. I'm having to be smart about what I try to kill because I am on the edge of being able to do this safely or not. And while, you know, dying is no big deal, I don't like having to try to come back down here, get to the camp again, clear to it, and so forth. That's why I try not to die. But honestly, dying in EverQuest Legends is not a big ordeal. You just respawn at the top, you know, wherever the safe spot, the zone in spot was in the zone. We're at 25% of this level. Again, if I haven't said it enough already, I'll say it again. Head over to EverQuestLegends.com where you can purchase the game for $19.99. Get in and have some fun with all of us. Let's go ahead and see if we can split pull these. He was nuking. That was me screwing up. We use our mend. Wait for our feigned death to come back up. He's got an instant nuke, is what that one is. You don't see a casting bar. Alright, so we got a little dude passing by us here. I can't see him, so I see a dot moving, so that dot went past us. I think I see. Nope, he's continuing on. Just looking in the mini map up there, I've seen a dot move. I thought he was coming back to me, but I don't think he is. Not yet, at least. Alright, there we are. Let's see, he's 52. He's 48. That's perfect, but the one that's on the other side I cannot see to be able to take care of him, so we won't do that. Can't lull the one on the other side of the rock. But since we cleared that one, we can go ahead and pull this one here. And he says to me, "I have the high ground, Anakin. You cannot win." And I'm like, "So what? Bring it." %. We're doing good. We're doing good. Here we are, he's down. How's our buffs looking? I hadn't thought about that. Our buffs are actually needing to be redone. Still amazed about the attack speed. I did not know that at all. It was one of the reasons I had thought about putting Enchanter in my build was for the haste, but now I'm like, that won't stack with this. Now I'm sure the haste that I could get from the Enchanter's got to be better, but the question is how much better? Is it worth taking up that slot? Is there enough things that I gain from the Enchanter being there instead of the Wizard to make it worthwhile? I don't know. I don't know the answers to that. Alright, we got a 52 and a 51. That's the same two that we've fought before. Is it casting? Nope, we're good. We'll wait for one of them to go back. Now, he technically went back, but he is not gone. You can see he's still on my extended target window. Here we are. We're good now. Those are AAs. We got 2 AAs right now. I could pick up natural durability. Kind of holding on to my AAs, trying to hold them for more expensive things, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you got some money, you want to go spend that money, it's burning a hole in your pocket. It's the same thing with the AAs. They're sitting there and I'm like, ooh, I can buy this, I can buy that. And I'm like, hold on, don't spend it, just chill. It's hard to chill. You want to spend it. Like, I could get the last one for Steadfast Will and be 8 of 8 on that one, but I know that it's going to cost 12, I believe. Let me take off this checkbox. Steadfast Will is going to take 12 AAs to get the be 100% unstunnable from melee attacks, which is technically better than the Ogre not being able to be stunned. As the Ogre is from frontal attacks, the Steadfast Will is from any direction. Next thing I think I'm going to start doing if I ever hit 50 is working on unlocking races. I'd like to start unlocking races, which is a bunch of faction grinding. I haven't done that yet, so the first one will be interesting. Let's see. Go ahead and lull that one, and then around the corner should be a mob. Yep. We're out of endurance, I just realized. The other one finally decided he wanted to fight me because the lull, I guess, went off. There's our mend. We'll throw in a heal. I don't like giving them free shots against my back, so I like to turn them around. And of course, right now I'm having trouble seeing where I'm going. That is fun. I'll go ahead and lay of hands since I screwed that up bigger than hell. Oh my god, will she not just die? There. It's like that was taking way too long. See if I can fix this alpha. I don't want it to be like that. There, that's a little better. I treat my map as a mini map. I do it a particular version, which by the way that version is display type of mini map, light background. Then I size it appropriately, put it up in the corner like you see up there. And then one of the things I do, the last thing I do is I come down here to window and I go to lock and or escape I mean, and I uncheck that escape to close. So when I hit escape, it doesn't close the window. You have to hit M to close the window. M to open or close it. So that way there it starts working like a mini map. Our endurance is back. Let's go back to offensive stance. Alright. IVU, let's take a look around. This one is respawned out here. I hate when they resist a nuke. It just feels like a slap in the face. It takes all that time to nuke and all that mana to nuke, and then they go, ha! They take absolutely nothing from it. That just, oh, it makes me want to punch a wall. There we are. Where is this at? Withered leather skull cap is up to +3. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not something I can use though. Level 53 Shadow Knight this time. Whenever things are going decent like this, you can use your Lay of Hands as a heal. Because you'll be back up. Your Lay of Hands will be back up in no time. Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle! Alright, the next to spawn should be right in here. One of these two walls should spawn next. We've got this camp broken at this point. We just need to keep killing these same mobs over and over and we'll be good. There goes an enchanter. See, he's got his enchanter pet with him. That really is the win. I should have taken an enchanter, but nah, I don't care. I like wizard. I like wizard. I'm highly tempted to do a full caster loadout after I hit 50. At some point after I hit 50, I'm highly tempted. I will do it eventually, is my point. I'm thinking something like a mage, enchanter, necro, or a mage, enchanter, shaman, or something like that. Oh my god, dude, you really tried to race me to a mob? There's plenty of mobs around. You don't have to do that. To see somebody stand there waiting on a spawn, and then when it spawns, try to run past them and hit it, that is such a douchebaggy move. But I really would like to try a full caster build just to see how it works. You do a lot of self-tanking in this game because almost everybody solos. So I don't know how well that'll work out. Oh, where did that one come from? Is he planning to attack somebody? Is he like feigned off or something? I don't know. Let's pull him and fight him then, since he's gonna stand there. So I was planning on hitting the one that's going to spawn right over there at that banner. Yeah, whenever people get too annoying at camps, keep in mind you can slash pick to a different difficulty, and you can also do a create your own instance and go there, and you don't have to deal with them at all. So if you run into that situation, there are ways around it. You can deal with it if people get too annoying. It's one of the beauties of EverQuest Legends. And I got the feeling there's a lot of people, after almost 3 decades of people having to fight for everything they want. Gas all of a sudden. After almost 3 decades of people having to fight for anything that they want in EverQuest, people are kind of programmed to do that. So it's going to take years to get people deprogrammed from that whole douchebag stance of stealing from each other. So thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. In EverQuest Legends, you can get your own instance. So there is that. It really is. I love EverQuest, don't get me wrong, I really do love EverQuest, but it is the reoccurring pattern that I've seen over the past almost 3 decades of playing EverQuest, is that even the nicest people become douchebags in the game because they're all fighting for the same resources. It's a game that's designed, maybe not intentionally, but the way it's designed encourages bad behavior. So it is what it is. And luckily EverQuest Legends makes it to where that you can enjoy the game without that mentality. Why do I see a mob outside here? Is this one up already? It's not. Where's this mob I'm seeing? It's like right there. Is it up above? Maybe that's what it is. Because I don't see a mob here. I was expecting to kill these two over here. There she is. Where the hell did she go? She went on top of the roof. Go ahead and use our lay of hands as a heal. We'll get it back. It won't matter. Our mend is now up. It just came up. If you haven't already, do what the gnome is telling you to do right up there. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the follow button on Twitch. And if you just really want to, you can hit the subscribe button on Twitch. I would be grateful. When I get my pennies for that, I would be so grateful. I should stop whining about that. It is what it is. That guy took care of the bad one in there. It's just got that Ghost of Golnor, which is a pain in the butt, but I don't think I want to mess with it. Let's go ahead and feign this. He's pulling everything that was over there. Probably going to beat it, because he's probably Uba. Yeah, he's a 50 Bard Shaman Wizard. And he is destroying. Wow. Wow. Yep. It's amazing what some of the class combinations can do for you. These two out here should be spawning anytime soon. Any moment now they should be spawning, so we'll sit here and wait. Do 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 do. And there we are, just like I was saying. My brother's texting me. I got to message him back. Let's see. Alright. Next one should be right here. And there it is, right on schedule. Get a few heals in here real quick just so I feel better, because my mend and lay of hands are both down. What's he got on me right now? He's got negation of life. Covers your target a shroud of anti-life, decreasing their ability to be healed by 30% and deals 20 damage every 6 seconds. You annoying SOB, you! How dare you! How dare you! He's dead though, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Ghost of Glow, I wish he wasn't standing there. It's kind of, would you go away? That would be great. That'd be great. It is hot in here. That's one thing that I will not miss in the Philippines. I mean, it's hot in the Philippines, but you have to understand, I live in North Texas, and when we say hot, compared to what other people say hot, we mean something different. We mean blazing hell desert hot. That's what we mean when we say hot in Texas. It is freaking insanely hot. And the air condition is doing the best it possibly can, but it's just not able to do as much as it needs to do. It is blazing hot here. Yesterday, I went up, or came back, I should say. That was yesterday. Yes. Okay. We were out on the farm, and I was moving the RV to a cousin's land, and it was. The truck said that it was 112 degrees. For those of y'all not in America, it's 112 degrees Fahrenheit. That's something like 44 degrees or something like that in Celsius. Echo, what is 112 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
112 Fahrenheit equals 44.44 Celsius.
Thank you. So 44.44 degrees Celsius is what it was yesterday. Thank you. You can stop now. Once you get the smart speaker going, it doesn't like to stop. It likes to keep on listening and stuff. But yeah, it was insanely hot, and we were working on getting the RV hooked up to the truck and to get it back to Texas, as we were up in Oklahoma, and I thought I was going to pass out and die. On top of that, we had stickers everywhere. They were all in my shoes and my pants legs, and it was just miserable. So, you know, is it going to be hot in the Philippines? Yes, you're absolutely right. It's going to be hot in the Philippines. It's not going to be desert-like. You're going to die any moment hot. There's a different hot. So, yes, I am looking forward to getting over to the Philippines and getting the hell out of hell here. It's sad. Sad but true. I was joking with my brother and cousin yesterday. I told him, I said, I think the devil comes to Oklahoma and Texas, and it gets so hot he has to vacation in hell because it's too hot here in southern America, southern USA. I've dealt with it my whole life. I've lived in North Texas my whole life, with the exception of half a year. A company I was working for went up to Utah, and that was an interesting experience. But it was nice actually having 4 seasons, not just 2, not just hot and freaking cold. That's all we have in Texas is either blazing hot or insanely freezing cold. Nothing in between. No, I lie. There's like 3 seasons, honestly, in Texas. But in Utah, we had all 4 seasons. It was actually very nice. I can 100% understand why they claim that, you know, this is the place or whatever it was. I'm not Latter-day Saints, so I don't know the whole thing. But apparently they got to Salt Lake City and said, this is the place and whatever. And they're right. It's beautiful. Utah is absolutely beautiful. Texas is a desert. That's what Texas is. Alright, so we killed that one. That should mean that we've got these over here spawning, I believe. Whew, sorry. Man. Once the body decides it's going to sneeze, there is nothing you can do about it. It's going to happen. Period. You have no control over that. It says, we're sneezing right now. This is it. It's happening. Oops, wrong thing. And of course, it misspelled. I like the whole swiping thing on phones, which swipe it out, but it always comes up with the stupidest words possible. It's like, really? A normal human wouldn't even use that word, but it always does it. Have y'all noticed that, or is it just me? Is it just technology screwing with me? Ulrich the Devout. So 51 Shadow Knight. By the way, I noticed I don't have the chat window up there on the screen, but understand I can see your chat. If y'all chat, I will respond to you. Normally I have the chat up, but I don't have it up here on this game, at least today, so that y'all can watch the extended target window. I know I have this spot all blocked because this is where my ordinary chat is, and I have to do that on every game because there's always some a-hole out there that loves to say racist, horrible, nasty things. They'll send you tells and stuff just because they think it's cute and get people banned and suspended, so I specifically don't allow that. I'm not into that BS, guys. I think that's stupid. We're at 48. That's pretty good. There's Boxer again. He is really good. That guy is pretty powerful. I don't think they killed these out here because we've kind of got this on the timer set up. So I think we're good sitting here waiting on these two to spawn. Let's check our AAs. We're up to 3 AAs right now. Like I said, I could wait for 12 to finish up Steadfast Will. It's going to be very hard waiting for that, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. But I don't know if I'm going to make it. Oh, man. Now that I am retired, y'all are going to see me streaming a whole lot more often. It's my thing. I am, by trade, a internet programmer. I've done internet application development for 3 decades. Fur in my freaking mouth from my cat. It gets everywhere. If you own a cat, you know what I'm talking about. Fur is everywhere in your house. I've worked with the biggest of names out there, but basically mostly in the Microsoft stack, but not always. And it is going to be a super hard thing for me to let that go because I'm used to being a professional developer and, you know, being the man. So I'm trying to get my mindset out of that and be okay with not having a paycheck. It really bothers me right now, but from what I hear, everybody that retires goes through that same thing. So I'm trying to adjust to that. Trying to keep my mind occupied with things like streaming and making videos. That's why I have so many channels that I'm working on right now. So I do greatly appreciate when y'all go and subscribe to all of them. That makes me happy. I like seeing that people enjoy what I'm doing. It's not about the money. I've said that a million times. I'm not going to keep on beating that dead horse. The point is I really enjoy seeing y'all enjoy what I do. So yeah, you'll probably see me streaming a lot more than normal, at least for a while, until I kind of, you know, settle down into a rhythm of what I want to do. Alright, these two should be the next set. We're going to go ahead and heal ourselves. think I'm getting audio triggers from other people doing their spine strike. I may need to set that up to where I don't see other people's spells. Let me go ahead and try to do that. Filter, spells. Oh, it's not going to be in there. It's going to be in settings. System, no. Interface, colors. It's weird, but that is an old EverQuest thing, not an EverQuest Legends thing. You have to go to interface colors, and in colors you can find things like spells, and you can find other spells, so it's other people casting. Click on it, and does it not have the ability? I wanted to say not, maybe PC. Let me go with hide. See if I can not get their spells to show up anymore. And then see, it's that was mine. Okay, that was mine there. Spell damage. Is there others? It doesn't. Ah, mine only. That works. Let's go with that. We'll go with that for a while. I think that may be good. Choose our mend. It's such a wild place to put that. They put it under colors because in there you can set the text color for it, but it's also the spot where you choose whether it's shown, hidden, yours only, and so forth. Really weird, but it's been that way for decades. It's an old EverQuest thing. I get it, but yeah. It would be nice if that was added to some of the eventual quality of life changes that Game John could make to the game. There's quite a few things in this game that have been designed over the past 30 years that need some love given to it, and that's one of them. But I understand why they haven't done it. There's a lot to do in this game, and they are a small team. For the size of the team, it is amazing what they have actually accomplished. Absolutely amazing. Alright, let's kill our next one. Speaking of which, shout out to all of the Game John people, especially the wonderful individuals involved in the community that I deal with, like Torben and Brass. Both of y'all greatly appreciate everything y'all have done for us. Y'all have made it so easy for us in the creator program to do our part. So thank you very much for that. I know it's a thankless job because usually all that the community managers, community-based people get at the games like this is told off and yelled at on the forums by people that are angry about stuff. You know, they're humans as well, guys. So don't treat them bad. Don't treat them bad. Treat them like you would any other human being. It's that the whole mentality of bitching, complaining, and being a-holes every time something doesn't go your way really needs to go away. People need to stop that. Let's go back over here. Our mob is up. Good. So we've got this down pat now. We're at 53% experience in this level. And don't get me wrong, I've been part of that whole group of people that complain about stuff on the forums. I've been there. It was nice of Torben to take a chance on me and put me in the creator program. He didn't have to. He didn't have to. But he did, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. We grow, and we get, over time, we learn how to be better. I haven't been the best in the past on forums. I haven't. But I've grown, and I've become a better person. And that, my friends, is the difference between a good community manager and a bad community manager. A good community manager knows that people are going to have bad days, knows that people are going to do things that they feel bad about later, and knows that they're going to grow and learn from that and aren't necessarily bad people. They just need that time to grow and learn how to communicate better. A good community manager understands that. A bad community manager just puts you on ignore, blocks you on social media, and pretends that you don't exist in the world. Thank God we have good community managers over at Daybreak Games and Game John. Some of the people that scream the loudest and show the most anger are actually people that care the most about the games they play, and that's why they do it, but they don't know how to communicate it. They don't know how to properly communicate their feelings. So, you know, it is what it is. Was it this side or this side? I think it was this side that spawned first. 55%. Speaking of which, one of these years, I will probably apply for the creator program on Lord of the Rings Online. It is, Lord of the Rings Online is published by Daybreak Games as well, so it would be the same person. It would be Torben as well. That would be the person that manages that. I think I will apply for it at some point. I just don't think right now I'm doing enough Lord of the Rings Online content to justify it. I'm doing more EverQuest Legends than Lord of the Rings Online, so I don't think I would be a good person for that creator program. But with me moving to the Philippines and getting a ton of free time to stream all the time, if my internet in the condo unit that I'm moving to has good enough internet to stream, eventually I might get back to a point where I think that I would be valuable enough, and I'll put in the application. Let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I love Lord of the Rings Online just as much as I love EverQuest Legends. They're two completely different MMORPGs, play completely different, and I think that they are perfect MMOs to coexist. You know, when you play a game these days, unlike normal in the past where that you only played one game, like old EverQuest took up all your time. That's all you could possibly do is play one MMO. Nowadays, games are more forgiving, especially like EverQuest Legends, the way it's designed, and Lord of the Rings Online very much so, to the point where that you don't just dedicate your time to one game. These days, you dedicate your time to at least 2 games, if not 3 or 4. Some people have so much time that they have 5 games that they dedicate their time to. I think that EverQuest Legends and Lord of the Rings Online are 2 perfect games for coexisting in somebody's arsenal of free time games. You know what I'm saying? You play the game on your free time. They are both perfect for that. They're not super demanding. Neither one of them require you to set a schedule every week to be able to do certain things with your guild or your raid force. You don't have to. They're both set up to be able to be played when you want to play it, the way you want to play it, and that's why I think they are perfect games to coexist. I think that you can set them up as a higher dedicated game, but I don't want to. You could set this up to min-max this and be doing difficulty 4 raids on a particular schedule with a guild. You absolutely could. Lord of the Rings Online, you could do the same thing with the hard mode raids and in a top tier raiding guild in Lord of the Rings if you want to. But the games give you the ability, both of them give you the ability to not have to do that. And that's one of the things I love about both of them. You can play them very casually and still get maximum out of the games. There's not things that you can't get while playing casually in both of these games. Oh god, my nose. Let me blow it real quick. Here we are. And both EverQuest Legends and Lord of the Rings Online are very cost-effective games. They're not games that are set up to nickel and dime you. EverQuest Legends, $19.99, and then $9.99, I believe, per month. Lord of the Rings Online, you literally can play for free. There is no purchase price. You can buy the expansions, but you don't have to. When you want to buy the expansions, you can buy them via Lotro points, which you earn the Lotro points by playing the game for free. You just do the deeds, and most of the deeds give you Lotro points. You collect those up, you spend those in the store to buy the expansions, to unlock different things. There's very few things in that game where you have to spend money to get advantage of it. But at the same time, it's got a very cost-effective subscription plan if you want to go that route. I do a yearly subscription on Lord of the Rings Online, and it is well worth the money I spend every single year. I get way more value out of it than I spend on it. So yes, both of them together are very cost-effective options for spending your free time. He is good experience. 1.185%. That is not bad at all. That's one thing looking at the item that dropped there that I wish they would do, and maybe they will eventually, is I wish they would take all of the quests and make those into like, not achievements, but mission things, you know, part of the quest system that's built into the game where that you have the little check boxes you have to do and stuff. Rather than having to hold on to the items and turn them all in, I would love to see the quest move to that quest log thing. I don't know what it's called in EverQuest, where it's just got the check boxes and it checks off as you do things. I would love to see them do that. I would do way more questing in EverQuest if that was the case. I very, very rarely quest in EverQuest, which seems odd because the game is called EverQuest. But anybody who's played this game for any period of time in the past knows that even though it's called EverQuest, you rarely quest. Really and truly, EverQuest is about grinding mobs. So I would love to see them change that whole questing system to something more easily usable, like the quest system that they have. I don't know what it's called. I really wish I knew what it's called. But you do it in missions and stuff, and it's got the little window. Is it Alt Q? Yeah, it's Alt Q. The journals and stuff, and you just follow the objectives. That's what I would love to see. Like when you get an item like that hilt that dropped, it would be nice if you had, or like this item right here is probably part of some quest. If you had something where you could click a button there and it would give you the quest in your quest window, in this window, Alt Q, and you could choose to start it and stuff and just do it that way. That would be how I would prefer doing questing in EverQuest. Collecting the items and turning them in is something I absolutely detest. I hate it. And it is absolutely necessary in things like the Epic Quest, your Epic Weapon Quest. But we can always hope that they'll change that to use the questing system rather than the whole chatting with people and handing them things system that has been there forever. Next guy should spawn right here. We're now at 60% through 48, so we are kicking butt. Kicking butt and taking names. We are almost there. By the way, what I've been running, which is not the fastest setup, is I've been running offensive stance with Spellblade Invocation. So that's how we've been maintaining a good amount of mana and endurance, not really burning through either one of them. And as long as we just have one mob to kill at a time on a Paladin Monk Wizard, it works out perfect. So you never really run out of anything. I could go Striker Stance as part of the Monk portion of my loadout, and I would be doing more melee damage. DPS would be a lot higher, but the endurance would be depleting much quicker. I could be doing Empowering Invocation to do bigger nukes, but my mana would be depleting quicker. So I kind of take a middle of the road stance whenever I'm grinding, so I just keep it rolling. I have no downtime really once I get it set up. The only thing I'm really using mana for right now is between fights. I use it to heal myself up. Our buffs look good. We got 4 minutes on one of them. So here, after this round, I will go back to that. I gotta take a phone call. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Had an important call from my brother. Let me check something here as well. Oh yeah. Give me half a second, everybody. Okay. That is, wow. That is something. Wow. Okay. Can't remember. I always forget which side it was that they spawn on here, but it's no biggie. Our buff is just about to go off. Let me see if we can get lucky and get this set before they spawn. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. And quick buff. And he spawned. Can I get it off in time? Yes. Can I get my main spell set back in time? Oh my god, it's going to be close. We did it. Woo! That's what you call awesome. All right. Make sure that y'all can hear me. Helps if I hit the right button over here. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Why am I not hearing anything over here? Huh. Y'all can hear me, right? Let me check something. Something doesn't seem right here. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Okay. Alright, the sound is working. For whatever reason, inside my creator dashboard, it wasn't working. I don't know why. But not going to worry about it. As long as y'all can hear, that's what I care about. Alright. Okay. Stress level increase. So. Yep. Things to do outside of game. It's personal stuff that I have to deal with. I'm not going to get involved. Just know that stress level just went up. It's going to be that way for the next half year as I get everything set up and move to the Philippines and get married and stuff. There's going to be a lot of moments that are going to be stress-inducing. Where's that thing at? It's still at +3. Interesting. I would have thought it'd been higher than that by now, as many of them as I've picked up. Oh, it's at 7 of 8, so the next one will put it at +4. Go ahead and use our lay of hands. I use lay of hands like a heal. Just works out that way. Turn on my chat box. There it is. If somebody would respond in chat, please let me know if y'all can hear me or not. I checked it on mine, it seemed okay, but I would love to know if y'all can hear me. That would be so fantastic. I know sometimes a lot of people watch on TV and it makes it to where you can't chat. But those of y'all watching on your phone or on a PC, MacBook, whatever, please hit the chat and let me know that you can hear me. I would greatly appreciate it. This is one of the reasons why I've said those big time millionaire streamers it's got to be a lot of paid crap, because you constantly see the chat just going. And if you take the time to look at any of the chat, 90% of them is total BS. It's like, you know, anybody who's actually streamed for any period of time, look at that and they would think, yeah, that's not real. that's where I'm at. I'm like, no, that ain't real. Those are just paid bots. Because getting people to chat takes an act of God. And you see them just like hundreds a second just flying across the screen. It's like BS. 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 But hey, streaming companies apparently want to pay people to do that, so that's their prerogative. I am not going to pay any bots. I'm not going to do it. Don't care enough to do it. I think it's stupid. Coffee's almost gone. After that, we will refill the water, and that's all I'll have the rest of the day is water. Trying to detox off of soda. My fiance wants me to do it, and I agree with her. Almost 9,000 plat at this point. If y'all haven't already, let me go ahead and remind y'all that I have multiple channels. From Place Console Games, where I have been playing through Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and having an absolute blast doing so. I love that game. Playing it on the Nintendo Switch 2. It's actually a Nintendo Switch game, but I play it on Switch 2 because that's what I have. And I would love to see them remake that and update the graphics some more. That would be great, but I seriously doubt they will. Also, Fran's Big Adventure. That is my personal vlog where I chronicle my life. Headed to the Philippines, marry the love of my life, and start the next chapter in my life. So go check out Fran's Big Adventure. You can find that on YouTube and Facebook. There's a Facebook page for it. From Plays Slots. That's where I go and waste my money playing slot machines so you don't have to. I don't know how much further the From Plays Slots is going to go, because with me not living in America, my likelihood of going to the casino and spending money and being able to record it is probably going to go down. So I don't know if that channel is going to exist much longer. It'll exist, but I don't know that it'll have any new content. We'll see. Then there is Arc Ghost. That's ARCGHOST. ARCGHOST. You can go on YouTube Music, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. I was just watching this guy. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, doesn't matter. And check that out. Anywhere that good music is available, you will find Arc Ghost, ARCGHOST. Please go check that out. That is my Asian pop band that I made for my fiance, and we both love it. We are huge fans. And then also, it's not available up there. I need to add an icon for it. But on Facebook, you can search for my Facebook page for my online novel, which is Reborn in the Ashen Sprawl. Really fun. Having a blast with that. I'm putting out a chapter every week, and it's up to chapter 3 right now. It's about, not to give it all away, but it's about Dallas, Texas, called New Dallas, 700 plus years in the future after the Second Coming. So after the apocalypse, basically. After the rapture, I should say. And it is really, really been a lot of fun making that novel. It's a story that I had been working on for many years and wanted to put it down on paper, and finally got the opportunity to start doing that and created it as a Facebook page, basically. It's kind of a cool thing. If y'all don't know, somebody pointed this out to me a while back. I did not know about it. Is that on Facebook you can have multiple pages that are not related to your main account, even though they're controlled by your main account. So you can create Facebook pages for whatever you want. If you have personal interests that you're into, like fishing or camping or whatever, you can create a Facebook page for that and allow the public to see it and interact with it without them getting to your Facebook page, your personal Facebook page. And that is good, because if you don't know, there's a lot of trolls and horrible people in the world that you don't want on your personal social media. So yeah, go check that out sometime in Facebook. Just go in there and look at pages, and you can create Facebook pages for any interest you want, and it can exist on its own even though it's controlled by your main Facebook account. So it gives you a little bit of separation from the public, because like I said, there's psychos in this world that you don't want to interact with you personally. Trust me. As a streamer, I've seen some of them. And yes, you do not want to interact with these people. So yeah, it's pretty cool that Facebook has that. Facebook pages. Go check that out. No, I don't get paid for telling you that. I always have to think about that, because people are like, he's trying to advertise to us. No, I'm not. I don't give two shits. I just know that Facebook pages are pretty cool, and I didn't know about it, so I'm letting you know about it. I don't get paid for telling you about that. It'd be cool if I did, but no, I don't. Let's see something. Oh, you can't see it. Oh well. I was trying to see this little bar over here. Imagine it's just the angle makes it look like it's further over into this, as opposed to this one's further over from this thing here. So I was trying to see that, but it wouldn't work. The angle was not working for me. We're getting close to finishing this level. And we've only been going for 2 hours and 5 minutes in this stream. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh, somebody's fighting. So much for that. Okay, we would have a mob right here that would be spawning, but this guy is fighting, so we'll let him have that. We won't fight him for it. See if we can get one of these in here. That one's 52, that one's 51. We will not be able to calm either one of them. So we'll just take them both on and see if we can nuke them down. By the way, I'd said before in a previous stream a few times, said that I was going to get me a MacBook Pro and use that as my main computer for when I'm over in the Philippines, because I can't take my desktop PC with me. After doing some research, I found that that was a bad idea. Even the most powerful, up-to-date MacBook Pro still, that emulation layer, software emulation layer is still not fantastic. So I'm instead going to get me a decent PC, Windows-based notebook computer to take over with me. It's not going to be uber gaming, you know. I'm not rich enough for that sort of thing, but it will be, from what I've seen, it'll be better than my tower desktop PC that I have now. So that, you know, that's what we'll end up going with. I am keeping the MacBook Neo, and later on I may get a MacBook Pro, but not the newest one, so it won't be as expensive, just for video editing. I have found using my MacBook Neo that I freaking love doing video editing for my streaming and stuff on the MacBook. It is night and day better than on my PC. So I'll probably keep the MacBook stuff for video editing, video and audio stuff like that, and the Windows notebook computer for gaming. So the actual streaming and stuff would come off of the Windows PC, but then I'll pull the videos to my MacBook to do my editing and stuff. So, yep, that's the path I probably will go with that. Pretty much made that decision. The Windows PC I'm looking at is about $1,600. It's not bad. You know, if I wanted a super uber gaming notebook computer, it'd be closer to $5,000, and that's just not going to happen. That's way too much money. For $5,000, I can get both a acceptable Windows notebook computer for gaming and streaming off of it, and a MacBook Pro for video and audio editing for under $5,000. Both of them together. So there's no way I'm spending $5,000 on a Windows PC. That's just not going to happen. I'll probably end up spending about $1,600 on the Windows notebook, and about $2,000 or less on the MacBook Pro that I end up getting. So as you can see, that'll be less than $4,000. So that's the direction I'm going. I know it's not perfection. I know people out there will have heavy discussions and ideas that they want to tell me about how I am wrong, and I get that. I get it. You're more than welcome to let me know how wrong I am, but that's the path that I'm going. For now. It may change. You know how I am. I'm wishy-washy. We'll find out later on. But that's the path that I'm going right now. I am hoping and praying that the internet connection that I'm going to get in my condo in the Philippines is going to be good enough for streaming. If it's not, I'm hoping that I can upgrade it with the company that provides it. But all of that is going to be up in the air. I will not know until I get there. If I can't stream, I will do video on demand, where, you know, I create the video, push it up to YouTube and Twitch, and have it available for you to watch it. But I'm hoping that I can stream. I get that it's a third world country, but they have good internet there. It's just a matter of where you're at. Is it good internet? So that's what I've got to wait and see. Our buffs are still good. It just seems like we're getting hit a lot more, taking a lot more damage, and I'm not real certain why. here and wait for the next one. We're at 79% of this level. Clicking right along. The last mob was worth 1.347%, so 1.3%. So about every 9 kills is about 10%. Or is it 8 kills? Maybe 8 kills is about 10% of a level. And when we're fighting through here, the little camp that we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mobs. One of them is not worth as nearly as much, so really 5 mobs. So just under 2 trips through here on this camp that I've got set up is 10% of a level. At level 48, that's not bad. Not bad at all. I hate when it gets down to like that level right there is like 10% or less health and they don't die. It's like, will you just die already? What the hell? Our rest mana is 21, endurance regen 46. Mana regen could definitely be better. I wish that I had like mana regen buff from Enchanter, but I do not. There is a item, a necklace that you can get that has hit point, mana, and endurance regen on it. It's in the Karen area, the cat people. I need to look that quest up and go work on it so I can get that item. That would be very beneficial. That, and I need to hurry up and start doing some killing of Nagafin, Lord Nagafin, so I can get the Cloak of Flames and have a better gear-based haste, along with my spell-based haste. That would help a lot as well. I have yet to kill Nagafin or Vox or Yell for that matter. I've only killed Interrupt, and only once. Enjoyed it greatly, but I'm not a huge raider, so I haven't done it more than that one time. Intend to do a hell of a lot more as I get level 50 and so forth, but haven't been that involved with it yet. No, that guy has not spawned yet. I expected him to be up, but there was a guy over here fighting last time, so maybe that timer's going to be kind of screwed, so we'll go in here and fight instead. Is the other one not up? No, it's not up yet. Let's see if we can nuke this one mostly down before the other one spawns. And we'll just put this on our rotation instead of going to the other side. This is a Necromancer mob, level 53. Alright, finish her off. These are Mend. He should spawn next. We'll take our time killing this one, so that way there on our rotation we won't have to rush through killing that one that we just killed before this one spawns. If we take more time killing this one, that'll set up a longer time period when on the respawn. It's, you're controlling that. Whenever you're killing things, you have to understand that you're controlling how quickly they'll come back. based on when you kill them. So if you rush through all the mobs in a camp to kill them, they're going to be very close together on respawning. If you can separate the time a little bit, not just destroy them immediately, that's going to set that timer a little further apart for when you're going through that camp and killing them over and over. So we want enough time between that last one dying and this one dying that we don't have to worry about rushing through her. We kind of killed him pretty quick, but we killed him quick off of procs. I wasn't even forcing that kill. I think this one spawns first. I keep making the mistake of going over there first, but I think this side spawns first. But yeah, you set the timer really and truly. There's a set time for mobs to respawn, don't get me wrong. But when you're clearing a camp the first time, you're setting the respawn between them by how quickly you kill each mob. Now keep in mind, if there's more mobs to kill than the amount of time that the first one will respawn in, then that's going to screw you up. But if you got it to a situation to where that you can kill them in a set amount of time to where they automatically will be up when you get back to the first one, then that's ideal. That's the most optimum way to do it. But you're controlling that by how quickly you kill them between each one. So I basically have 6 yellow con mobs on my kill circuit that I've got set up here. 6 yellow cons is what my character appears to be able to handle easily. If I had an enchanter in my build out and was able to charm a mob to run around with me, that would increase my DPS greatly, and I would probably be able to kill a lot more in my circuit than just 6. But the way I am now as a paladin monk wizard, 6 appears to be the magic number. I might be able to increase that to 7, but I wouldn't have this downtime between each kill. And I kind of like that because that downtime gives me a little bit more mana and endurance regen between each fight. EverQuest really is a game about strategy. Your strategy of what you're pulling, when you're pulling it, how you're pulling it, and how quickly you're killing it. It's not a game like World of Warcraft or even Lord of the Rings Online where you can just burn through the mobs super fast. There's some mobs that you will burn through fast, but that's not generally how EverQuest is set up. It's not designed that way. Where are we at on AAs? We're almost at 4 AAs. Like I said, I'm kind of holding out for the 12 AAs to finish off Steadfast Will. I could burn through him, but to go along with what I was saying just a moment ago, if I burn through him to kill him faster than I have been killing him, he's going to come back up quicker in my rotation. And I don't really want to increase or decrease the time between each of the kills in my circuit, because I like where I've got it right now. It's very easily doable. It's not challenging, and I like that. I've got this set up in a rotation that I like. Go ahead and throw a couple heals here. That should be fine. We're at 79% health. My health will come up a little bit more right before he spawns. Probably one more tick. Yep, exactly what I expected. That's about the amount of time that I want between each of my kills. Enough time to throw in a heal or two if I need it, Otherwise, just wait a moment for myself to naturally heal up, and then the mob spawns and I kill it. During the fight, I use mend. Woo! Got an exceptional mend. Yes, I love when that happens. And then at some point during my circuit, I will use my Lay of Hands again. It's quickly coming back up. It's at 1.5 minutes left. You get another smite proc and they'll be down to half a minute, and then it'll be no time. There it is right there. So now it's down to 28 seconds. So we'll be able to use Lay of Hands again as a heal during this circuit, while we wait for our men to come back up. There's our 4th AA. I'm going to let it go here and go into this fight not healing myself, and probably use my Lay of Hands at some point during the fight if I have to. But likely won't have to. Mend is only 22 seconds away from coming back up. Once you get a good rhythm going, it's not bad at all. It's all about finding that rhythm that works for you. Some people are more into a faster paced rhythm. Some people are in a slower paced rhythm. This is the rhythm I like. It's nice and peaceful, and I can just kind of zone out. I can have YouTube running on one of my other monitors and just chill and you know, watch the experience grind. That's my style of play. Alright, so like I said, we'll end up using Lay of Hands here. We'll let it get well below 1,000 hit points, and then we'll use it so we get maximum out of it. Alright, just about to use it. There we are. We used our Lay of Hands. We'll go ahead and nuke him down at this point and move on to our next spawn. So Lay of Hands is down. It's currently at 8.5 minutes left before it comes back up. We should get plenty of procs here from Spinning Strike. Is he up? Yep, he's up now. Go ahead and nuke her down at this point. There, she's gone. Now let's take care of Urzlak. Urzlak, is that right? Urzlak the Wretched. He is a level 51 Necromancer. Only 5.5 minutes left on Lay of Hands now. Going to go ahead and use a heal. He's got dots rolling on me that is causing some damage. It's unfortunate. I didn't want to have to use up that mana, but yep. Got a conflag proc, that was nice. As well as a dismiss undead, that was really nice. Alright, we'll go ahead and merge that. And we'll get out here and wait for the next spawn. Alright, so that is our circuit of 6 mobs that we are killing. We're at 91% of level 48. Another 2 rotations of the circuit, we should hit level 49. And then we'll have to check our spells to see what we get. fact, we can do that right here. We go to spells, paladin and wizard. 49 will give us, wow, quite a bit. Retribution, of course it would do that right as I'm trying to read. She's our mend. There. Oh, come on. It's going to make me do it again. Can I do... Yes, we can sort that way. We're going to get pacified. That will be fantastic. I go up to 55. That's going to really help. Word of Calrena. Ward of absorbing a portion of incoming spell damage, absorbs a set amount of damage. Consumes a Jasper. I don't have any Jaspers. Renewal, won't matter. Brell, Steadfast Aegis. Alright, surround your people with the Aegis of Underfoot, increasing their hit points. That's good. And Retribution. Why is the 48 showing up like that? Oh, because we were going down, not up. Alright. Alright, so yeah, we get a couple of upgrades. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and use some heals here. Got a little bit behind the cycle or the circuit, so we needed to make up for it. We'll go with for right now we won't change the recovery. We'll just stick with what we are for right this second. AAs, we're at 4 with 13% in. Lay of Hands and Mend are both up again. I tend to use Mend in the 60s, where I'm 60-ish% health left, I use Mend. If I don't go below that, I tend not to use it to see if it can come up naturally between fights. We're going to go ahead and use it where we had just hit 50-something% health. But if I don't have to use it, I don't use it so that I'll have it in a case of an emergency. Same thing with Lay of Hands. %94 now. Shoved me away, then summoned me back. That's nice. That's a nice way for the mob to find a way to screw me out of my cast. Did he slow me? He didn't, but I feel slow. Still 156% on my attack speed. There's no reason to sit down, by the way, everyone. Sitting does not benefit you in any way on your hit points and mana regen. Unlike old EverQuest, you do not need to sit down. If you're wondering how come I always am just up. Oh, I think I heard my brother come in. Make sure real quick. What? And I just realized my microphone was off. Alright, so apparently we got an ad there. I knew my health was going down pretty quick. It was because I had one fighting me from behind, so he wasn't having to fight through my defenses. By the way, I could have sworn I just heard somebody chatted, but it didn't pop up anywhere on my chat, so I don't know what happened there. I heard the noise, but nothing after that. So I don't know what happened. Oh, that actually may have been Discord now that I think about it. Nothing there. Pretty sure the one inside here is going to be up because we took our time. Oh, let's do this. IVU. Yep. He's 50 and she's 51. Alright, let's do the 50. That's perfect. We'll calm him and then we'll go in and kill her. Perfect. We are so close to leveling here. After we hit level 49, I am going to take a break to go start my dinner for later on tonight. So I gotta let it cook. It's going to take a long time. Alright. Alright. Me and my brother were discussing dinner for tonight, so I had the mic turned off. It's back on now. I'm going to make some rice for later on tonight, and he's making pork chops then that we will have with that. Lay of hands. Boom! Got a little bit behind on my rotation, but that's okay. Yep, 2 hours and 35 minutes. That's a good stream right there. We are about to hit level 49. We're just about to ding it. So that's where we will probably call it for right now. be sure to do like the gnome says right up there. Right up there. Hit that subscribe button if you're over on Twitch. Hit the follow button. And if you really feel frisky, hit the subscribe button on Twitch. It will not hurt my feelings one bit if you'd like to do that. Also, you can go follow me on X, Twitter, old Twitter, X, at Throne the Gnome. There it is. We just dinged level 49. And also, go check out my other channels. I'm going to run through it very quickly. Not going to spend a lot of time on this because I do that all the time. Ferone Plays Console Games. These are all available on YouTube. Ferone Plays Console Games. Ferone's Big Adventure. Ferone Plays Slots. Also search for Arc Ghost. That's ARCGHOST. Head over to Facebook and search for my novel. It comes out one chapter per week. It is Reborn in the Ashen Sprawl. Reborn in the Ashen Sprawl. That's going to do it for this particular stream. I'm going to finish it out, killing Commander Yark. Hope you all have had a fantastic time, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is wherever you are. This is Ferone the Gnome, and I'll be signing off as soon as this thing dies. Woo! I love this game. Head over to EverQuestLegends.com, purchase the game, $19.99. It is 100% worth it, if not worth more. That's all I got to say about that. EverQuestLegends.com, go buy it. Why have you bought it yet? You should totally have bought this. If you are watching EverQuest Legends content right now, that means that you're an EverQuest person, because nobody knows about EverQuest if you don't know what EverQuest is. So if you're watching this, you're clearly somebody that this game would be right up your alley. So if you're watching this and you haven't bought EverQuest Legends yet, I don't know what to tell you, because it is freaking amazing. Absolutely insanely good. That's going to do it for this particular stream. Everybody out there, please smash that subscribe button. I will see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.